This bag carries many secrets. I'm kidding. I was just trying to think of some dramatic way to start this video and I can't really think of one. But today I'm going to be showing you guys everything that's in my work tote. This handy dandy little work bag that I've been using now for the past 3.5 years because I'm old. I'm kidding, but I graduated college in 2021. So I've been working in corporate America for 3.5 years. I've been at 2 different companies. Actually, when I first graduated, I was a complete remote worker. So I didn't start going into the office until 2022, and that was just like once a week maybe, and I was living in Chicago. Now I live in New York. I go into the office 3 times a week, give or take, and it is required. It is not optional. So that is my corporate work experience in a nutshell. I work a job in corporate advertising and I live in New York City. So hello, I'm Lucia and I'm 25, just giving you a little deconstructed introduction of myself really quick. But I feel like by this point I have really figured out exactly what I need to have in my work bag, and I don't like carrying that much stuff because my posture is all out of whack, and I do have to do a tote bag because I just love the look of it. I know a backpack is probably a bit better for your back, but I have to do a tote bag because I just think it's so chic and cute and classic and timeless. I love the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. It's so durable. It's such a classic designer bag that I feel like is so timeless and is never going to go out of style. I got it as a graduation gift when I graduated college, and it has held up so nicely over the past several years. It's very neutral, so it goes with all of my different work bags, and I feel like it just elevates my outfit a little bit. People are saying the Neverfull is having a comeback. No longer the Goyard, or however you say it. That's embarrassing that I don't know how to say it. So I guess it is kind of trendy right now, but also in my opinion, it's just timeless, and you should invest in a work tote that is really going to serve you and really going to be something that you love and just be your go-to staple, because I do think it's important to just have one work tote. I mean, especially if you live in New York City, our apartments are tiny. This is my studio apartment. I don't have room to be having multiple work tote options. I just have my one classic tote that works for everything. I take it on the plane whenever I'm traveling for a work trip or something. I take it to work every single day. Literally gonna take it with me today on a staycation. It's just my go-to tote, and I think it's so important to have one of those. So have fun picking out your go-to work tote, the one that works for you, something that's gonna be your go-to signature, because it's fun to have a little signature look. Like this bag is in my starter pack because I just wear it literally all the time. So what's in my work tote for the work day? I'm commuting about 30 minutes, so I'm pretty far from my apartment during the work day. It's not like I can just go back to my apartment. It's quite a hop, skip, and a jump literally across the Hudson River, because my office is in Hoboken actually, and I live in Fidei. So I really want to make sure that I have everything because I don't want to be miserable at my office. Even though my office, I'm so lucky, my office is so beautiful and gorgeous. There's no fluorescent lighting, there's floor to ceiling windows. It's quite the time, and they have plenty of snacks there. I feel like I have everything that I need, but just my personal items that I need for the day are really important to always have on hand, because a lot of times I'm running to a show after work, or I'm meeting up with friends, going to a happy hour or something, and I gotta make sure that I have everything so that I feel comfortable, cozy, confident, and just ready to take on the workday. First things first, I am obsessed with this little coffee mug. I make my own coffee every single day because I just realized that I love my own at-home Nespresso recipe so much better than any coffee shop in the city. I have my special almond milk that I use the double espresso Chiaro pods, and you guys, like, I wish you could try it right now. It is so delicious. So I make my own coffee at home, save those $8 every day, and I'm crazy and I drink hot coffee with a straw, especially because when I'm commuting, I just feel like drinking like this, I am bound to spill something on my shirt, and we want to minimize any spillage, especially when we're going into the office, because when you're in meetings with people or giving presentations, it can just really mess up your confidence if you have a stain on your shirt, because I feel like when you look your best, you feel your best, and when you have a stain on your shirt, it's not the vibe. So I've realized that in order to prevent spillage, I need to drink my coffee with a straw. So this is what I use every morning. It's in my hand on my morning commute, and then I just leave it in my bag for the rest of the day. Turn on my little miniature dishwasher back there every night so I can wash it and have it ready for the next morning. It is so clutch. I'm obsessed. Then I have this water bottle. My company has like a filtered water station at work, so I'm making sure I stay hydrated throughout the day, and be sure to bring a water bottle so I can keep the hydration flowing annoying. Luckily though, if I do forget my water bottle, they have cups there that I can use. So those are my 2 beverages that I'm bringing in my work tote. You guys know I'm such a beverage gal, so had to cover that first. Next, and probably the most important, is my laptop. It was truly a game changer for me when I moved companies and I was able to get a Mac laptop as my work laptop. I'm truly speechless at how it has transformed my life for the better. At my old company and in my last version of this what's in my work bag video, I had a Dell computer. It was so much heavier and just harder to use. I'm such a Mac girly, so this is so slim and easy to just put in my bag. And then this is my laptop charger. I always make sure to bring this because my laptop is always dying. I love you, Mac, but the battery life is not the best on this one. Maybe I just need to get an upgrade. Can't forget this, especially because I feel like at work, since people join the company at different times, not everyone has the same laptop charger that they use for their computer. So you really got to bring your own because you're not 100% guaranteed that someone is going to have the same charger that you use. And on the topic of chargers, I also always bring this iPhone charger. I went as far as buying an extra iPhone charger so that I could just keep it in my bag at all times, because there were just way too many instances over the course of my career where I would forget my iPhone charger and just be so stressed because I had something after work that I wasn't going to be able to text my friend to or get directions to because my phone was dying, and then I had to ask around at work if someone had a phone charger, and it's just annoying to have to deal with that. And then you feel annoying because you're borrowing someone's phone charger and like they remembered to bring it to charge their phone, so it's just a little annoying to have to ask someone to use their phone charger, and it just was contributing to so much stress in my day. One time I literally went to the store in the middle of the office day and bought a phone charger because I just desperately needed one. So I paid, I think this charger is literally $6, which is such a great deal, by the way. And I just bought an extra one to have in my bag at all times because it gives me so much peace of mind, because now I'm never gonna forget it. Last charger thing, I have this portable charger that is such a beast. I'm obsessed with it. Basically, you can just plug it into the wall and charge up the portable charger, and then you can plug into this little USB, or what's the new adapter called? I don't know. They're always changing the names of these adapters. But basically you can plug in with your iPhone or whatever device you use. So this I like to just keep in my bag just in case, because again, a lot of times I have stuff after the work day and my phone is always dying like crazy because I'm taking a million photos and videos of my days as a content creator. Next, on electronics, I bring my Kindle. I have tried to really start reading on my commute because I have a solid amount of time on the train, not a whole lot of time. I feel like it's the best way for me to really incorporate reading into my daily routine since I am so busy, and it's so lightweight and portable. It's the best. Currently I'm reading The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, which I feel like is the #1 historical fiction book that people recommend you to read, and I've been loving it if you need a book read. So that is my favorite commute activity. I also obviously bring my phone. I don't have it here with me right now, but I always bring my phone. Honestly, it's probably not even in my bag. It's pretty much always in my hand, like the Gen Z gal that I am, taking content and scrolling. But since in my commute I don't have access to the internet because I'm going on the PATH train and it's going on a tunnel underneath the Hudson River, I don't have any access to the interface, web, whatever the right way is to say that. And I feel so adult because I bought a monthly subscription to The Economist, and I have their app, and you can basically download their editions on your phone. They have weekly editions of articles in business, politics, world news, even some lifestyle stuff, and I've started reading those mainly because I'm in the process of studying for the GMAT because I want to get my MBA and go to business school, and they say that reading The Economist is a great way to practice your reading comprehension skills in a business context, because really at work I'm just reading a lot of emails that are just written by other people. I mean, obviously the articles are just written by other people too, but it's not in that specific article language style that I feel like you kind of get out of practice of having in your system, because a lot of my work is just PowerPoint presentations, bullet points, business type emails, and Excel. And this is really like, okay, this article could be dissected in English class. It has some really stellar vocabulary in there. So that is another thing that I do on my commute that is on my my phone if you guys need a little commute idea, or if you're also studying for the GMAT or something, or if you just want to be more informed on what's happening in the world. And it's actually really cool because I feel like in my commutes, I feel so much better when I get off the train after I've spent the commute reading maybe 1 or 2 articles on The Economist versus I spent the commute trying to refresh Reddit or Instagram or Facebook and nothing ends up loading, and then I just get frustrated, and then I'm like scrolling on my phone but not really looking at anything and digesting anything. So I actually really love The Economist. So that is also in my work bag via my iPhone. Then I have my AirPods. I go into the office, but my company is very global, so I have a lot of calls that are hybrid or completely remote, so I have to bring headphones in the office to get on the calls because my office is also very crowded, so there's not always a conference room with a monitor and a whole sound system available for me to go to whenever I have these calls, especially if I'm just hopping on a call one-on-one that's remote with someone on Zoom. It's so much easier to just do it at my desk, so I have to have my headphones for that. But also I do love listening to music or a podcast throughout the workday. It depends what task I'm doing. Sometimes I just can't have any background noise if I'm like deep in the weeds with some analysis, but sometimes when I'm doing more admin related things, I can listen to a podcast and it makes my day so much better. So headphones are a must. If I forget these, it's over for me. I don't know what I would really do. That's never happened to me before, and I really hope that I did not just speak that into existence, because getting to the office without my AirPods sounds like a nightmare. I truly would not be able to get any work done. So this is an essential. And then also on my commute, I like to listen to my AirPods sometimes, tune out the noise. They're noise canceling, which is great, especially in a loud office with the loud train. It's key. It's key, you guys. If there is one item in my bag, okay, wait, I take that back. I was gonna say if there's one item in my bag that I need for the workday, it's this. But I kind of do need my work laptop. They don't have company computers there for us to use that I can log into. So the laptop is the most essential. I guess I could always just go to a corner and play my calls out loud for everyone in the office to hear, but that would be annoying. Okay, next I have sunglasses. I just leave these in here just in case. I honestly don't love wearing sunglasses because it kind of messes up my makeup, but I've been trying to keep my makeup a bit more light for the office day just to be better for my skin and be more sustainable, since I am going into the office 3 days a week. But I just have these in here just in case because you never know. Even in the winter, it can get super sunny. So random, but I have an extra plastic straw in my tote bag because if you guys have been following me, you know that I'm gluten-free because I have celiac disease, and a lot of straws in New York City are made out of wheat. So I have to be really careful, and I just like keeping one in my bag if I'm going to a happy hour after work, or if I'm getting a smoothie or something, that I have a gluten-free safe straw in my bag that I can turn to just in case I'm at a place and all they have are wheat straws, because I don't want to get glutened. I also should probably add some cutlery. I should probably get reusable cutlery to keep in here too, because I've also had those issues with forks and spoons. Yes, there can be gluten in utensils. I know it's a crazy concept, but these are the things I have to think about as a celiac girl. If you know, you know. Sometimes I throw a little snack into my work bag. I feel like honestly there's plenty of food at my office for me to get, so if I forget my snack, it's not a huge deal. But I love having almonds as a fun little healthy snack to just tide me over before lunch or in the afternoon. I feel like at 4 p.m. is when I start to get hungry, but I've started trying to eat breakfast in the mornings before I go to work. So I'll have avocado toast, sometimes with eggs, depending on how hungry I am. And then honestly, that really tides me over until lunch. And then I like having a bit of a later lunch around 1 or 1:30. And then I'm not really hungry until 5:30 or 6 when it's time for dinner. So honestly, I haven't really been needing to have too many snacks in the workday. And my office is great because they have subsidized lunches for us. And every day I get the most delicious salad with fresh ingredients, and it's only $6. I am so grateful to that because I don't have to deal with lunch prepping or anything like that. I can just grab it and have it there. It'll be so clutch in the winter because then I won't have to go outside. So that is my lunch situation and food situation. Next, I have this cute little monogrammed pouch toiletry bag. It's very miniature, but it just has a few essentials in here. I got this pouch for high school graduation. So this bag is just filled with graduation gifts, which is kind of cute because it reminds you of your past accomplishments when you're working. I have this little miniature concealer from NARS just to patch up my makeup. I feel like, again, when I look my best at work, I feel my most confident, and then I'm able to be my best self if I'm giving a presentation or even just on a regular internal meeting or even just working in Excel. So I think it's important to touch up my face throughout the day if I need to. I feel like my concealer can always get a little dry or scaly or just creasy. So it's nice to have this to be able to touch things up a little bit. Also, on the note of that, I have this powder and a little powder brush that goes with it because that really helps just with my oily skin keep everything looking good, looking sealed, looking locked and loaded during the workday. I feel like whenever I first started in corporate America, I would not bring any touch-up makeup with me, and then I would go to the bathroom. In these corporate offices, they have bathrooms with amazing lighting, so you can see every single pore, and I would just like look at my face and be like, oh my god, I look insane. And then I'd have to go back and give a presentation, and then I just wouldn't feel as good about myself. So I think it's important to have these little things in your work bag so you can make touch-ups if you need to, because there's nothing like feeling like you look awful but not having the resources to fix it. That has been key to add to my work bag. Next, I have this little hand lotion. This is actually from Hilton Head, which is one of my favorite places to visit. The smell just reminds me of being at Hilton Head when I'm at the office, which I think is kind of fun. My hands get really dry, so it's important for me to have hand cream or else I get really uncomfortable and then I start feeling claustrophobic. It's a whole thing. So we gotta have the hand cream. Next is this little tiny brush. It is so cute. Whenever I wear pink and I whip this out, I feel so coordinated and like a little Barbie doll. My pink outfit, my pink hairbrush. Lately, I've been wearing my hair more wavy to the office just because it's a bit more low maintenance than blowing it out and straightening it or curling it. But when my hair is straight, it does get really tangly, and just having a little hairbrush, again, to brush through my hair before going out to lunch with some coworkers or before a presentation just makes me feel so much better. Next are my keys. I went to Northwestern, go Cats, so I have that little remembrance. And then I lived in Chicago for 3.5 years before moving to New York City, so I have a little Chicago to remember my roots. Obviously, keys are very important. And I have my card holder. It is Marc Jacobs, and I just think it's so chic. And I have my license, my credit card, and then just like a little bit of cash just in case. I feel like I never use cash these days, honestly. But the one day I take out the cash, I'm gonna need it for something. Honestly, I feel like recently it actually came in handy because I was craving a banana and I was at this place where there was a card minimum of $5 and I was just buying a banana, and obviously a banana is only 82 cents. And I was like, oh damn, I can't get the banana, there's a card minimum. And then I was like, wait, I have my cash. So it does come in handy sometimes. Next, I have a pin. I have this pin from NYU Stern, which is NYU's business school. And I think it's fun having a pin with some sort of significance just because you need that little extra motivation throughout the day. And as I mentioned, I want to apply to business school. NYU is one of the schools that I'm looking at, and it's just a good little reminder of like why you're working hard throughout the day when you need that little extra kick in your step. So I love having my little NYU pin, although I honestly very rarely use a pin at work. I'm pretty much always taking notes on my laptop, but occasionally there will be some sort of meeting where they don't want you to have your laptop out, but I still want to take notes because I'm that type of person. I really need to take notes to really comprehend what someone is saying. It's just good to have a pin just in case. Or if you're just running errands after the workday and you have to sign something, it's just always good to have a pin, and it's super lightweight. Next are all of my lip products. Right now I've been using this peptide lip balm from Peach and Lily, which I love. I actually got a comment the other day. You guys, this is crazy. Asking where I got my lip filler. You guys, I was speechless. I've never gotten lip filler, and I think it's me using some form of peptide lip balm every single day for the past 3 years. I feel like it's made my lips look a bit plumper in a natural way, and I really think consistency is key with that. So, subtle beauty tip. You guys are probably like, who told you that? Your lips look so thin, but I have been happy with them. And when I got that comment, I was like, this is crazy. And then next, I love this color. This is my go-to because I feel like it goes really well with my eye color. It's like a nice pink. I'm wearing it right now, although it might be a little off since I've been yapping at you guys for so long. I love this color. I love having a nice little lipstick. And then this is the Rhode Peptide Lip Tint. So a lot of peptides, a lot of fun little lippies. Again, it just makes me feel a little bit more feminine and cute and confident when I'm at the office. You never know when you're gonna have a work crush. Wait, I never finished going through this pouch, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, I have a tampon because you just never know. My office is very good about keeping tampons and pads and all that sort of stuff in the bathroom, but it's always good to have one on hand, especially if I'm not actually at the office, but I'm running errands after and I'm in need. I have this lint roller. I've obviously never used it since it's still unopened, but I feel like the day I take this out of my bag, I'm gonna need it. I feel like just having your clothes nice and clean and lint rolled is a super easy way to stay put together. So I just think it's important to have on hand in case I forget to lint roll before I leave. Next, we got some hand sanitizer, classic Bath and Body Works a la 2010. Can never forget your roots, guys. I have my work ID in here because I have to have that to get into the building. And if I forget it one day, it's like, oh my God, it takes 20 extra minutes to get inside. So I just like to keep that in my work bag so that I never forget it, never have any issues. Although I have had that issue before and it's very annoying. And then I just have a hair tie just in case. You never know when you need a hair tie. I'm just a girl. That's what I have in this pouch. Actually, some of the stuff I don't regularly keep in the pouch. It's just these things. My keys and my card holder and my pin and my lip products I keep in this little zippered pocket that they have in the Neverfull. So the Neverfull doesn't have a ton of organization compartments, but I feel like I really don't need that many for the office day to keep my stuff nice and organized. And again, I just love how lightweight it is because I don't want to carry anything too heavy. And that is everything. That's what I have in my work bag as a 9-to-5 corporate girly working in New York City. I feel like I've perfected this, and at this point I pretty much have everything I need. Sometimes I'll add in Tide to Go or deodorant depending on the season of life. In summer I usually need deodorant, but in the winter not as much. But let me know if there's anything I missed. Let me know if there's any game changers that you've added to your own work bag that just help you feel more productive, put together, and cozy during your office day. It's so important to have everything that you need, and I'm always open to new ideas, so I'm very curious what you guys put in your work tote. I'm also curious, comment down below what your go-to work tote is. I feel like it'll be fun inspo for everyone to see what type of work totes are out there at different price points. Just give everyone ideas if you're looking to invest in a new work tote or a backpack. Backpacks are not my thing, but if you wear a backpack, I'd love to hear about it too. I do not discriminate. Thank you guys so much for watching my updated what's in my work bag video since I moved to New York and now have more corporate office experience. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and subscribe for new videos. I post every Sunday and Wednesday, and I do a lot of office day in my life content, work week in my life vlogs, and just navigating living alone in my 20s in New York City. It's so much fun. So I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.